So you have a podcast.
I do.
Tell us about your podcast.
Podcast just started in August, and I understand the power of storytelling and the ability to be heard, to speak and be heard. For so long, with the twins being born premature and then going into school, and it always just felt like everybody was talking at me. And through that whole experience, I knew I was growing a voice. I knew I was growing strength, but I didn't know where it was going to lead.
Okay.
And I had a friend who had a podcast, and she invited me to be on. And it was such a life-changing experience. I was so worried, first off, like, how am I going to sound? How am I going to look? But it was so freeing to just tell my story that I realized I wanted to have a platform to do the same. My podcast, and it's called Unwritten.
Okay.
And I love that name. There's a Natasha Bedingfield song called Unwritten, and our paths are unwritten.
Right.
And that's really, we just have to celebrate every day.
Do you want to do a podcast?
Just to give people that platform, especially women, to talk about some of the hard things they've been through. And so I did that. I did, I think, 27, 30 episodes. I got in a little over my head. And then I stopped it. And then I just started to interview actual people in my home. So I take women in the area, and we talk about hard things. And I had my son on, and that's how I got here, because Nikki saw Drew on his podcast with me, and it just gives people a platform to speak. And it's really great walking into a coffee shop and knowing that somebody might have heard my podcast, or they come up to me, I've heard your podcast. I can't believe this person went through this, and kind of what we're doing now. It's just sharing.